I'm about to embark on a momentous journey. I will not have the opportunity to re-record this. It is the night of day 3999 right now. I'm about to, I'm about to go to day 4000. As you can see, I took a bunch of screenshots and boom, day 4000. I already went to the mountain. Don't worry, I already went to the mountain and updated it. So now it says day 4000. I'm not the best Minecraft player, so I I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that right now. Anyway, here's is the momentous occasion. Wow, it already is. Look at that. That is the sun rising on day 4000 officially. Get out of the way. Here we go. Here's my fireworks. Again, I know little about fireworks, but literally on day 3000, I literally used blank fireworks rockets, so this is a whole lot better than I did before. That's it. Anyway, here's a tour. My house is basically unchanged except for replacing the bottom floors spruce planks with stone bricks. I leveled up all of these maps to the max level because it was at 3. It was at 3 out of 4 last time. And yeah, I've named this the Anaic Ocean. I've named this the Raic Sea. I don't know what I'm going to name all these other bodies of water, but yeah, it should be great. This is the main difference is that I put a bunch of dark oak trees here. Looks great. I finally fine-tuned my shaders so that I don't get 30 FPS when I use it. It's great. Anyway, these change workers all the time. There's 4 of them. Anyway, also the greenhouse is basically unchanged. I also got a zombie horse. That's him, the one in the gold armor. So that's him. Obviously, the important infrastructure like the lampposts have not been changed. This is the APL. I've changed the name from Aurora quite a long time ago. But you just gotta love the quartz lettering in the front. That's awesome. And then here's my fountain. I think I moved it over. I moved it over like a couple blocks to get this deep slate ring around it. And I'm officially calling them provinces because it's more of a centrist government is my fictional country. The province is called Aurora. Here are my main 2 states. Neumbra is finished, and of course I also added a bunch of dark oak trees there too. Here's a cherry tree. Here's the podium where I deliver my speeches. Here's some of them. I'm still writing it. Still writing a few. Here's the Royal Church of Birch. I realized if I want the freedom of religion in my village, then I gotta add a church. I haven't added. I just added one. Anyway, there used to be 2 sheep here, but I downsized a little bit because it looked very ugly. And before there was a whole pit of sheep trapped in here making a bunch of noise. It was gross. But look at him, he's already doing quite well for himself. And here, I didn't want to build a whole another house, so I made a little stand called the Bright Day Brewery. This better have Norman here. It's not. Oh my gosh. Usually Norman is supposed to work here, but he's interfering with the other 4 farmers a lot. Anyway, here's Neumbra. You can see, I'm getting better at architecture. I added a small little pond for the fishermen to come over here and like where else are they supposed to get the fish from? I realized that this is the best farm size you can possibly have. Here's Quincy. Oh, it's not Quincy. Quincy is somewhere else. Quincy is the 15th farmer. There's Moonview Ridge. There's a couple more houses. This is the Neumbra Institute of Technology. It's quite great, except the 3rd floor doesn't really work because the villagers are too stupid. The flag is different, by the way. Also, yeah. And I'll save Hanamura for last. For this one, construction lasted roughly 238 days. There's a province of Lunova. Here are some smelteries and some more houses, some farms and stuff. Now it's time to travel. Oh wait, I must visit my graveyards. So, here we have my dead villagers. Frederick Farmer. He died before day 1000. Maynard Lee, the first librarian, died around day 1000. And here's when I started recording their dates. Frederick Farmer Jr., Thomas Farmer, William Smith, Cedric Clark, Frank Farmer, Ulysses Lee, and Timothy Farmer. Timothy Farmer was the last one. He went missing. I literally don't even know how he died. We go over here to Hanamura. Hanamura is pretty much unchanged. We have an absolute giant population of chickens. And over here I made it an official law that it is illegal to kill chickens, except for me. Yeah, basically, Absinode is unchanged from before. Oh, and this is the first church I built. Okay, this is the first church I built, Royal Church of Birch. And then I'm gonna go over to Hanamura to show some of my changes. Hanamura is unfortunately not finished yet, but it is better than it was before. As you can see, I finally updated the houses so they don't have wood roofs anymore, they have deep slate. And I took this straight from Neumbra, basically. I know it looks ugly. Keeping it in a netherite pen. It's not the best look for day 4000, but this was my project. I started it on 3962, I think, and I haven't had enough time to finish the houses and stuff, but it looks a whole lot better. Basically, I burned down the forest. And so I have a huge clear lot now. I replaced the paths with deep slate, and added a beacon. I'm gonna add another one. Perfect as well. Yeah, that's all Hanamura is going through. Here we have the same. This is actually a new addition. So I have my same drowned. I actually use this as an execution pit. If one of my villagers commits crimes, they haven't yet, I'll just send them up here, I'll carry them up here in a boat, then I'll just drop them with trapdoors. Here's my iron farm doing very well, but it's not the only one I have. I have another one, and I actually built this quite a while ago. So this basically doubles my iron. And here's my industrial sugarcane farm doing pretty well. And that's about it. Actually, I forgot to visit my other graveyard. Here we have Zom B slain by peaceful mode, Skeleton, Zombie Jr., Skeleton Jr., Zombie the 3rd, Zombie the 4th. I'm very great at naming them. Zombie the 5th, Zombie the 6th, Zombie the 7th, Scraps. He was a pet zombie piglin that came out of my nether portal, and he was killed, so. And then this was Zombie 9. Zombie 9 was supposed to be in the 2nd iron farm, but he was killed by me, actually, yes. That's about it.